the heart of the Middle East, two nations stand locked in a decades-long rivalry that has shaped global security, oil markets, and the fate of millions. The United States and Iran, once uneasy allies under the Shah, became bitter adversaries after the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Today, in early 2026, the stakes are higher than ever. Why does the world's superpower remain so intensely focused on a nation half a world away? The answer lies in nuclear ambitions, regional dominance, proxy wars, energy security, and the fragile balance of power. The story begins long before today's headlines. In 1953, the CIA helped orchestrate a coup against Iran's elected prime minister, reinstalling the pro-Western Shah. For decades, Iran was a key U.S. ally, buying American weapons and securing oil flows. But the 1979 revolution changed everything. The U.S. embassy hostage crisis, chants of death to America, and the birth of a theocratic regime, viewing the U.S. as the great Satan. Since then, mutual distrust has fueled sanctions, covert operations, and near misses of war. At the core of U.S. interest is Iran's nuclear program. Washington fears a nuclear-armed Iran could trigger an arms race, threaten Israel, a vital ally, and destabilize the region. Iran insists its program is peaceful, but by 2025 it had enriched uranium to near weapons-grade levels. Talks in early 2025 under President Trump collapsed. Then came escalation. In June 2025, Israel struck Iranian sites first, followed by direct U.S. airstrikes on Natanz, Fordo, and Isfahan under Operation Midnight Hammer. Trump called it obliteration, though experts say the setback was 1 to 2 years at most. In 2026, Iran shows signs of rebuilding, prompting fresh U.S. threats and carrier deployments like the USS Abraham Lincoln Armada. Diplomacy flickers, but military options loom. Iran's influence extends beyond its borders through the axis of resistance: Hezbollah in Lebanon, Houthis in Yemen, militias in Iraq and Syria, and support for Hamas. These groups have targeted the U.S. forces, disrupted shipping, and threatened Israel. The U.S. labels Iran the top state sponsor of terrorism and has struck proxies repeatedly. 2024 to 2025 saw massive setbacks for Iran. Israel's campaigns weakened Hamas and Hezbollah. Assad fell in Syria, cutting key supply lines. Yet Iran persists, using missiles and drones as deterrents. Iran holds vast oil and gas reserves and controls the Strait of Hormuz, through which 20% of global oil passes. The U.S. sanctions aim to starve Iran's revenue for nukes and proxies. In late 2025 to 2026, Iran's economy collapsed, hyperinflation, rial crash, Mass protests starting in Tehran's Grand Bazaar. The regime's brutal crackdown drew the US threats of intervention, shifting briefly from nuclear focus to human rights. As of January 2026, tensions spike. Trump warns of strikes far worse than 2025 if no nuclear deal emerges. Iran vows retaliation, with forces' finger on the trigger. Gulf allies urge restraint, fearing chaos. The US goal: prevent nuclear breakout, curb regional aggression, protect allies like Israel and Saudi Arabia, ensure energy security, and contain Iran's ties to Russia and China. Yet escalation risks a wider war: missile barrages, proxy flare-ups, oil shocks. Diplomacy remains possible, but trust is shattered. America's interest in Iran is not mere geopolitics. It is survival in a volatile region where one miscalculation could ignite catastrophe. Will 2026 bring war, fragile deal, or regime collapse? The world watches, holding its breath.